Okay, so what are you looking at here? Well, it's probably up to me to tell you, isn't it? All right, well, I will. You're looking at the oldest standing courthouse in all of North Dakota. And this, pretty big, pretty nice. If you look up there, you'll see it says 1883 Stutzman County Courthouse, State Historic Site. So, this building is actually not only just historic in its own right for just standing here and being the oldest courthouse in the entire state, it has one other claim to fame. And that claim to fame is that this is where the statehood of North Dakota happened, is at this courthouse. So you can see here, you can call these little things. There's just like what they had at the frontier town that we were just at. And so you can call and get some information on this kind of stuff if you want. This here is closed. And it turns out a lady said that they were going to tear this down, and they'd already approved to do exactly that. But then the next year when they were going to do it, people actually said, no, not going to happen. And it didn't happen, as you can see. Hopefully you can see some stuff inside of here. It's a little bit tough to see, but you know, trying to hold my hand to shade this up. There, you can see the staircase there. Yeah, we can get some of it that way. Okay. So, anyway, take you around, I think, and I'll show you the side of it, and then we'll go from there. All right. So here's a little view here from the angle, a little bit further back than where I was. Go around this great big pine tree, and I mean, this thing is huge. And here's the side of it. And you can see that big old tower. There's the clock up there on the top of it, hopefully. And here's the whole side of it. Now right back here you see connected to it, this is where they decided to build the new courthouse, jail, the whole 9 yards. So at least they were smart enough to give in and to save this thing, because these old buildings, and again, for it to have such historic value, historic meaning, I mean, this is where this state got its statehood at. So imagine they tore this down and let that go. That's insane. We've got to start remembering our history. We've got to start keeping it, and we've got to start respecting it. So please, let's do that. Now, Jamestown is actually the birthplace and the hometowns of a couple of pretty famous people. I'm going to take it each one and show you. They're just empty lots. Their houses are long gone, but I still think it's worth remembering while we're here. I want to tell you a tale that's a little bit amazing. Do you see this electric substation here? And you're thinking, yeah, I see an electric substation. Why in the world would you be putting an electric substation on a video? That's just dumb. Well, if I didn't know all the facts, I would agree with you and say, you're right. You have no interest in an electric substation, and neither do I, other than have electric. But here's the funny thing. There used to be a house here, and that house belonged to somebody that's kind of famous. And who was that somebody famous? Let's take a look. Yeah, you got that right. This is the side of the Lulumore Boyhood home, as it says. There is what the house looked like that stood here. You see Ed and Parker astride the play horse and yell Lulumore stand outside their home. This photo was taken in the early 1900s. Okay, now check this out. Pause this, read it, and learn a little bit. There's even a walking tour. We actually have that, and we're not going to do that, but you can see here, check it out, there's the house there. Had a windmill. A young Ed Lulumore, Louis' eldest sister, stands in front of the Lulumore home site. This photo was taken in the mid to late 1890s. Pretty cool, huh? And then down here, veterinary hospital. Louis Charles Lumore's veterinary business faced north toward the railroad. The carousel horse sitting on top of the barn became a well-known city landmark. Many people knew they arrived in Jamestown upon sighting it. So you can see that right there. So yes, so I'm showing you this electric substation because Louis Lulumore was born and lived here. And that, not sure what that building is, but this is what's right across the street from it. Then I want to show you this down here. All right, so now as I cross the street, just to show you as I get across the street, there's Lulumore's house, so-called. That's now an electric substation. But this is right across the street there, as I just showed you, this cool looking gazebo. It says Main Street ND, Mobilizer Award winner. So it's got area trails and stuff right there. This is May Peace Prevail on Earth. And if only that could happen. But honestly, as long as we have mankind, it cannot happen, it won't happen. People can dream it, people can talk it, they can think it. True peace is never going to be had. Not while we have mankind in total with free will on this earth. This says Zonta Park. That one says the same. Here's the gazebo. So I walk into it. And here we'll just spin around, show you all four sides of it. There's my truck down there. And that's the four side. Here's what it looks like at the top. It's pretty dirty, it needs a cleaning. But other than that, pretty cool. And nice flowers. Here, that's in this section. First of all, with this. How very nice is that, okay? So that's just representative. But check out this great big yellow one. And boy, when I say great big, here, check it out. Here's my hand. So, pretty good sized flower. We like it. Alright, gazebo and train. Okay, now, do you see this empty field here? Except, well, obviously that truck's there. They got that little planter there. They don't even have a sign for this one. But one of the famous person was born here in Jamestown, North Dakota. And this, according to GPS and where the literature says it is, because it says it is an empty field, this is where Peggy Lee was born. Her mother brought her to the house right here. They actually moved away from here apparently several times, and they moved back several times over the years. So she actually lived in several different houses around here. But this is the house that says where her mother brought her home when she was born. So this is Peggy Lee's. It's really home place. That doesn't exist, just like Lulumore's doesn't. But hey, at least he's got an electric substation, right? Just to show you some of the surroundings here. See, I'm parked right here. And so you see all these corners. They've all got something on them, and the brochure says it's the empty lot where she was. And with that box there, I have to believe that this is obviously it. So, got one more building to show you. Not near as important as these last two, but we're going to take a look at it. All right, so last couple little things I want to show you there. They're neighbors here, side by side. This is a gazebo, and it is a big gazebo. You can see right here, let's give you the history of it. It's modeled to the original gazebo located in Northern Pacific Railroad Park in downtown Jamestown. The original was built in 1883. Wow. So I'll let you go on and read that. Just pause this and read it as you go along. Okay, so pretty cool. But this building over here, this is the county museum here. Let me show you. Got a bunch of trees here, so it's going to get obscured while I walk on the sidewalk. Pretty cool looking building there. You can see the foundations of it. A little bit through there. And more here. It says admission free. Now, is that nice looking or is that nice looking? Man, I gotta say, they picked out how to make a museum, didn't they? Stutzman's County Memorial Museum. It's open Memorial Day through September, 10 to 5 Monday to Friday, and 1 to 5 Saturday and Sunday. Wow. So they got hours all days of the week. See the little flower plots they got there. Let's walk back here and look at the... Okay, see in the sidewalk here? They're putting all kinds of things in this town. In their years, apparently they were active. And all of that. There's a few of them. 1868 Dakota Territory. Wow, so it's kind of a history. 72 to 80 to 77, Fort Seward, and then it goes on down. But anyway, let's get some of this from the corner here and right down. Is that not a cool looking building? I gotta tell you, I like it. I'm gonna try to shoot a couple pictures of it, see if I get anything good. Alright, so hope you enjoyed this video and enjoyed a little bit of Jamestown I brought you. And I'm sure there's other things on there too, but these seem to be the most famous and popular. And we're going to go on and I'm going to shoot a different video of a whole different kind. So stick around with me.